Frenzy's still very popular despite the price increase. And here they go, straight through. Yaboidre trying to open up the action there. Drone will be able to deal with him. And another one coming through as well. So TSM, and it's all TSM in the kill feed at the moment. It's looking like a terrible start here for Luminosity. Slower here, we can see this initial A main control. It's pretty heavy pressure, and it is, as you say, the bonus. And they've decided to just go for it. And Tyrone is going to work this site to perfection. 3 entries, and just in a matter of like 5 seconds, the round's over, I feel like.
we teed that up so well.
Working on the split towards the A site, able to go through the tree position, and they'll be able to come onto an A site that's not super well defended here. With that said, Moose and Yaboidre able to make life rather difficult as the push continues to come through, and Moose has done so much damage, it leaves just Wardell in the clutch.
Wardell, no Blade Storm, but he does have a Vandal in his pocket in a 1v2. He's going to be able to get the spike down. He's going to back up, get the shot, needs to see one, looks for the second, lands one shot, dashes away, drops things down to a 1v1, but he's down to 3rd health. He's going to have a chance, and Wardell goes huge for TSM.
Can be quite difficult to defend if you're all stuck on the site, and it is a site and A main, and there's one player cat as well for TSM, so they are set up really well for this. As the retake comes through, TSM, indeed, the crossfires are working out.
Moose the last one alive with 58 health. Just going to back off, not really going to have a chance to do much of anything. Maybe, no, not even going to be able to keep his life.
Stack coming in through towards the A site, because they're already Luminosity droned out B main, so they have a good sense of what's happening here. They've already started to rotate. There's a Proto with the Sheriff, and it's looking quite grim now. Long-range Hunter's Fury coming into play, and it is a shutdown here. Luminosity.
Well, and Dan, like you mentioned, they're doing this a round ahead of schedule, right? Like, the plan was, let's do what we can here, and then we'll have guns the next round. We'll have 5 ultimates. Keep in mind, there is one player who's going to get caught up in boathouse. Interesting thing is, you normally see this because it's bait, right? It's exactly what a Proto can do right there. They try to go in because they think they have control, but there's somebody in spawn who's able to mow them down on the cross. TSM's just down to 2 members left. Luminosity in at least a numbers advantage as they try to take this site back. Moose is still anchoring things down, and he's as healthy as they come.
Doesn't know about Koler's position, but doesn't matter. He still finds the headshot on the reaction, and it's going to be Luminosity holding on to pace here. An early mid play, and oh, there we go. He wanted to switch things up, but he gets caught.
Koler's going to use that 100 Furies 1. He's going to be good for 1 as Stellar drops. Drone dropping as well as Moose goes big. He goes for 2. Give him the 3rd as he takes full control of the middle of the map and puts odds back in Luminosity's favor.
Oh no, this is it was looking so good initially for TSM, but it's all fallen apart.
Come through along with the flash, but nobody's home quite yet. Drone, or excuse me, the Empress is going to be used. Okay, Drone didn't see him, but he got tagged up anyway. Thief was able to take him out, so they're going to have some of that information, but they're going to try to invest onto the A site anyway. Stellar's the first one there. He's going to take care of subroza as Thief continues to push the matter. Dre and Thief get 1 apiece. TSM down to 2.
Yeah, Thief's still on that site, looking extremely dangerous. This guy cannot be stopped. Moose there in the dark cover, gaining some control of B main. Doesn't realize there's 2 players here, though. About to find out, and there goes the swing. Oh, that was close to a double. Fortunately for him, it will be denied, though, as we get a very forward position from subroza as well. What a great switch-up coming through from TSM. You have the lockdown as well coming, so that should secure the spike plant here. Luminosity must retake.
Subroza's got to go big here because that's where their retake is going to be coming from. Thief able to take care of them. They're going to use the neural theft as well as the spike goes down. Now it's on LG in a 3v3 to try to create some space and try to get on there. But Wardell holding fast, takes care of Stellar, but a Pro comes in from the side. It's just down to Thief. Thief, who's been an absolute madman for Luminosity with the opportunity to do it yet again, and Hayes stops it dead in its tracks. A 3K for TSM.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like TSM are going to be receiving the same medicine as they dealt out in the first pistol in this series. And here it comes. Luminosity able to defend quite nicely so far. Will at least deal with Thief, who's been a huge problem so far, but it's a 2 versus 4 for TSM. It's looking very scary indeed. Time is of the essence. There may, in fact, not really be any time at this point. It's just down to getting some additional kills, some money in the bag, and they're going to be able to do that. And you know what? Wardell, getting those kills is huge. You know, charging up the knives, making sure he's got more money to be able to put into an operator if that's what he wants to do. That's fought for now as the push comes through pretty aggressively here from Luminosity straight away into the B side. They are not wasting any time pushing straight forward off of the run it back, creating so much space. Koler back against the wall. Not much in this position to do, and he'll get at least one. The spike will be planted there. 2 versus 3 here for TSM on this retake.
They're holed in there, Dan. You almost wonder if you're TSM, if you just try to play for exits and ruin it.
Yeah, definitely leave that operator as well. There's always the element that Wardell gets one. Can he get the second? Then they can go. And that's what we're talking about. Opportunity is there for TSM, just a brief one, but Wardell getting traded. That's what really created a situation here that made this unrecoverable. Naze can't escape. The door's down. Oh, this is so scary. This is all on this play here from Wine. This has to be... This is it. Subroza has to get a couple kills at least here. There's one. Is he going to find the others? He does at least just barely get Stellar as well. And on top of that, it has slowed the push a little bit. So still having to take some time here, Luminosity, to clear the site. TSM have some opportunity here, some time, but a Proto with a very forward position tree is causing problems, but nothing that Hayes can't handle. As the lockdown's ready to go for the retake in this 3v2, TSM, they could finally be taking a grip of this one.
Numbers advantage, and you see Luminosity have no choice but to really back up. They're going to take Hazed out for their troubles as they try to reset the situation. Lockdown no longer a problem. Cutler starts on the defuse, can't blast through it because the generator's there. He has to go in aggressive. Drone takes care of one, drone takes care of the second. TSM take the round. Well, and the thing is, Dan, it was never an option, right? Like, even with all of the noise, we talked about them trying to draw rotations to A. TSM held fast. They kept both members on B. They have one back in boathouse. Now we'll see if they can keep things at bay. Hayes is one of the ones there. Drones are as well. Fancy footwork around the paranoia. Subroza takes care of one. Drone back in boathouse looking for a second, but it's actually Hayes on the sucker punch that takes care of a proto. Personnel they could want. We'll see how they handle the sheriffs, and right, and like how brutal Luminosity can be with pistols because of things like that.
Yeah, you need the Hunter Spirit to get rid of a Proto, man. That guy is ridiculous. He is so insane. And that one Deagle shot, or sorry, Sheriff shot, I should say, is going to cause so many problems here. There comes the push straight in, and just 1, 2, 3, and 4, just like that. So there, as far as TSM are concerned, still somewhat of a retake setup here with a very committed play from Drone. The flash goes through, just one frag though. TSM are looking not too bad after that extra one from Hayes, and his turret's going to pick up one as well. So TSM, they could stop this.
My gosh, they stuffed it, man. Like, the flash was there. It was beautiful. Hayes had a great crossfire. Luminosity still tried. They still try, right? They get in. Moose gets the spike down, but he's a dead man walking. A 4K for Hayes.
Huge. Omen versus Omen. Omen diff moment. We'll see exactly how that goes in a moment here, as we'll see the lockdown actually getting destroyed. That's unfortunate. Dre goes big. He was never caught in the smoke. He's able to get one, and that's going to pull members of TSM back to have to deal with him. You can't ignore him. He gets another one. Your boy Dre goes huge. He gets 3. Luminosity gets map point. Everything is being invested towards B. You hear the run it back. Has been used. Wardell doesn't even get a chance as TSM's just down to 3 members left. There's the run it back. It goes offline. The third is going to use the neural theft to try to give everything away. Hayes drops. 2 left for TSM as a Proto should get the spike down.
Spike planted.
Subroza here. Oh, he's going to get eliminated, leaving just Koler. Every single shot. Look at this, the skill differential in just this round and some of the other rounds too is just incredible to witness. Luminosity here for Luminosity. So it's all going according to plan. It's now just about executing the defense. We can see Subroza's working on the flank for TSM as well.
Yes, there is going to be that turret there. Should spot him out, and it's going to pull some of it back. The LG playing far more up than we usually see attacking teams on a post plan here. TSM seem to be taking care of it just fine. As Wardell dashes back just down to 13 health. Moose is there. The turret's gone. Subroza's on the pinch. Luminosity could be in trouble here, but it's just Subroza that's left. In a 1v3, certainly a winnable one as he gets his way onto 1, but he's going to get sucker punched by Moose as he drops.
But there's anti-spike plant. Shock darts coming through. Really well played from Hayes. He actually slowed down the effort to the spike plant quite dramatically. And there comes the paint shells. That's going to take down Stellar, planting the spike. So TSM doing a really good job in slowing it down and starting to create a situation where the fight is on their terms. They go for the retake. The paranoia creates an opportunity to gain some extra position onto the site here, looking for that retake to really start to come out to fruition. Proto, of course, with the Sheriff causing problems, but now down to your boy Dre with the Spectre and the Spike defuse. The pressure's coming in, and the spray is there on the Dark Cover. He's 8 bullets left. All the bullets are gone. Just out of time is your boy Dre. It was a good effort. And Luminosity will switch things up here in the next round. Oh, this is very scary.
It is. Eve was the tip of the spear using the bot, create some space, and then after a couple of moments pass, he's the first one to get the kill. Cutler from a great spot, though, with the Guardian. 1, 2, 2 bullets, 2 kills as he continues to look for more. He's going to get paranoia there, though he has to back up. Great use of the dart to try to give him a bit of visibility, but he's going to drop. A Proto takes care of Wardell as well. It's going to drop into a 1v1 Killjoy on Killjoy. A Proto versus Hayes.
Position for Hayes. Definitely at a huge disadvantage. A Proto could be absolutely anywhere. Has the turret to play off of as well.
Oh boy.
So Hayes has to hit an incredible reaction shot. Oh my god! That should not have happened. There's no way a Proto ever misses shots like that. But this one instance, Hayes has a chance.
This thing. How do they retake the site? They have full personnel as well. There's the showstopper. Hayes goes in first, takes care of Stellar. Nothing connecting on it, but Drone with the rifle gets one. Gets the second one as a Proto's gonna get caught. He drops as well. Luminosity. The round falls apart as it's just down to Moose. He's in a great spot, but he's insanely outnumbered. Gets one, Drone's gonna get the defuse. TSM take the lead.
A lot to deal with still.
The position's great, but it's telegraphed, right? Like, once that wall went up, you saw members of TSM start to rotate. It's just Hayes on A as everyone else has made their way over to B, but Luminosity so far seem to be handling it just fine as Dre and Stellar get one apiece. Stellar's gonna get the spike down as well. It's just down to one remaining player for TSM. And, well, he's not going to be around for long.
Rotating to B, so there seems to be more of an argument for this B play with that yellow pressure from B long, and at the same time, the hit comes through to the A site, so there's problems all over the place here. Luminosity, though, are finding the entry to Spike is now down on the ground. It's got to be collected and planted promptly because there's only 10 seconds left for a plant, and it's down to Moose. He's got to get it done by himself, and he's going to take down Wardell. 7 seconds left. He's got to get on the plant immediately. Cutler's playing the time. He'll get the frag, but there's the trade in the nick of time.
Suffocating like a python around its prey. Drone there, Drone 1, Drone 2. He's already got 3 on the round, looking for the third, spots him, pushes him back. TSM starting to rotate. They're starting to get their members over while Drone continues to buy time. Luminosity, the spike is down, and it's alone. Proto wins the duel. He's got to get the spike, but he's going to walk potentially right into the lap of a member of TSM. They're going to be pushing it from different fronts. Wardell's going to get pushed back. Proto has to go. He has to go now. He's going to try to get the spike down. Meanwhile, Hayes on the flank, right in the back, takes care of him. What a round by TSM.
He has a showstopper, so there is some potential to get some damage in with it, but you might want to save it from this position. Such a hard call. There comes the TP as well to help out by the yellow position for the post plant, but here comes the shock darts to deny that plant, and they might run out of time here. Plant comes through, has to come off of it again.
Yeah.
Moose is in so much trouble as he repositions, and now that's it. There's no more time.
Yeah, the round went sideways. It was Cutler, really, who was backed by Snowman, who
TP for info, because they have to be either pushing B long right now when he TP'd, or they're going A. Now TSM know precisely what's happening. He's just hitting the shot, and there are some shots from Subroza, knocking him down, and it's looking fantastic here for TSM. The winds indeed have shifted, and their ship is sailing. Really, they want to play the retake here. They're trying to make sure that nobody goes down before that. A Proto in kitchen again is causing problems with his utility. This can be very, very problematic. Oh no, a Proto caught in the side, not expecting Subroza up the tube, and that's now TSM in a great position for this retake. 5 versus 4. There is a res available, of course. You know, a Proto is not within a resable. Oh, hello. He's playing behind the wall. That was not expected, and that could make the difference here.
And Luminosity down to 2 members left, but TSM's 2 members that remain are certainly very weak. Make this a 1v1.5 as it drops down to a 1v1, and Moose goes nuts. He gets 3.
It's enough of that. Now they start to move towards the A side here, trying to explode onto your boy Dre. Paranoia is pretty good, not finding the connections he wanted immediately. It's a little bit messy, but a Proto is just cleaning it up quite nicely, putting on a clinic with that classic. And the spike will go down on the A side. So TSM 2 versus 4 here. It's going to be tough, but it's a pistol. The ghosts are out, and the ghosts truly are out. And Proto is going to just delete Cutler, and there's not much left there. Obviously, TSM have a turret to deal with that, but ultimately it's about the info for Luminosity, and now they just have to hit the shots, and this is going to be tough. It's all going to be down to hitting their utility nicely. There goes the Paranoia, and there goes the burst. The Paranoia was actually going to land on Wardell, so they've actually managed to find a way in. There goes a nice follow-up with the shock dart from Moose. He's got position at the backside, and he's going to be able to take down Hayes, leaving it all down to Cutler. Beautiful from Moose.
Might be what's needed to break the ice is TSM. They still haven't gotten the spike down, but you've got to be careful for a Proto on the flank. TSM full sense because they don't have the weaponry. They have to commit to the site. They do just that. Wardell gets another one, but there's nobody watching the flank. A Proto gets one, a Proto gets two. Moose gets in on it as well. And TSM, again, they're pinched. Man, they're like sitting ducks in there. They don't have any room to work with. Subroza with the Sheriff. Not good for any. A Proto gets three.
Wardell on the operator. They have everything that they could possibly want.
Okay.
And there you go. Starts off nicely, taking down Stella towards that B-long position. Oh, Thief coming out with a rocket, and there is a dash away. Wardell, he's doing so much for the team at the moment. And Drone with a follow-up onto yaboidre. So after all is said and done, the dust has settled. It's the 3v2 in favor of TSM.
To blow it up. Luminosity pushing in from different fronts. See a Proto's going to go across the middle of the map. That's a big pick early on to take care of Subroza, but if he doesn't check, yep, that right there. He's going to get taken out. Hayes goes big there.
2 players on the B side. This is kind of crazy. If Thief can get some value out of his position, Luminosity might cause huge problems for TSM.
And in a similar vein, Hayes could be problematic if left unchecked. But so far, the fight's going down on the side, and Wardell is answering the call as he's already gotten 2. The Hunter Fury's going to come out from Color with 28 health left. Tries to tag members of Luminosity. Does take out Stellar. LG just down to 2. A Proto on the flank. Up close to personal gets 2. Looking for the third with the classic, and he gets it, baby! Luminosity take the round away from TSM. What a round!
We'll see if they can find a recovery. It's got to be now. And Subroza finds a timing up the tube. This has been a spot that has been given. And finally, TSM are able to find a way to exploit. And it's going to get caught, though. But with that frag from Wardell, there's definitely room to play with.
Oh, Wardell drops. The spike follows with it. Luminosity looking to push the matter to get to map point. But Subroza has other thoughts. He takes care of one. He drops. And Cutler left alone. He's not around for long. Luminosity gets to match point.
Going to be good, getting rid of Sage early on in the rounds. And in the meantime, TSM work their way up onto the A side. Obviously, this is where all the Killjoy utility is. So it is a little bit annoying because that will create some delay. A Proto from the back, from the rafters. The trade's good. And we'll see some space gained here. But again, it's so hard against Luminosity. They're always going to be good for the frags. Your boy Dre locks it in. Luminosity able to take down TSM, forcing them down to the lower bracket where they will meet 100 Thieves for another shake